How to reuse and recycle old CDs and DVDs. Nowadays, the majority of media has become digitized. Modern technology has allowed us to store massive film and music collections on our computer. Many people struggle with maintaining a large physical copy of their collection. With such a large collection laying around, catching dust, many wonder if their collection can serve a new purpose. Whether you decide to reuse the discs, or use the physical discs and make something new, you can ensure that your collection gives back. Method 1. Using discs for decorative crafts. 1. Make your own Christmas decorations. You can create your own Christmas decorations by stringing through the hole in a disc and tying it at the end. Draw patterns on the disc itself or glue on glitter to complete the decoration. Stick CD labels on your discs to lend more space for decoration. 2. Break your discs into shards for use in crafts patterns. While whole discs can be used in crafts, you'll have far more possibilities if you break them up. Breaking them up, you can create a number of different shapes and increase the reflective surface of the disc. Snap the CD into multiple shards and glue onto a surface for a striking mosaic. If you're breaking CDs, keep the sharp edges in mind. Be careful when you're snapping the discs. Use a hammer to break up smaller pieces and pick up broken shards gently, as if they were glass. 3. Turn your discs into drink coasters. CDs are the perfect size to set hot drinks atop. They will bear the heat and save your kitchen surfaces from damage. You can paint or draw on the discs to give them some ornamental appeal as well. 4. Decorate your garden with CD shards. If you snap a CD in half, you'll have a nice decoration to line a flower bed with. Due to the likelihood that you'll have a lot of CDs to go through, you shouldn't be surprised if you're able to transform your entire garden in this manner. 5. Create a hanging wall layer. CDs can be linked together and hung from a wall in a large pattern. If you have enough CDs, you can conceivably cover a wall in this way. Chain links through the CDs and secure the highest CD of each row to the wall by looping the highest link through a nail to the wall. You can create holes in the CDs by using a drill. Drill it with an old piece of wood underneath. Method 2. Reworking discs into household items. 1. Create a phone dock with a CD stack. Because phones have largely replaced CDs in terms of media, there's a certain poetic irony in creating a phone dock from CDs. To do this, glue 5 or 6 CDs together, and run your phone charger cord up through the bottom. Tape the charger cord to the bottom of the CD stack to hold it in place. Done in this way, you'll always have a proper place to rest your phone overnight. 2. Attach CDs onto a threaded rod for a makeshift dumbbell. Although individual discs don't weigh much on their own, adding a bunch together can amass a decent weight. Stack an equal number of CDs on either end of a threaded rod and secure them in with nuts on both sides. Leaving a space open in the middle, you'll have your very own dumbbell to lift for bouts of mild exercise. 150 CDs, 75 on either side of the grip, should make a 10 pounds weight. 3. Make a mini photo album. CDs are a perfect size to make a small album with. Glue construction paper onto each disc you want to use and place photos on them. Next, place a larger piece of construction paper that overlaps the backside of the disc and punch a coil binder through the protruding paper. Because CDs are thick compared to paper, you'll only be able to string a few of them together. 4. Glue together a desk organizer. If you have a lot of disc cases left over, you can turn the cases into a working organizer for your desk. Take a long stretch of cardboard as wide as a CD jewel case and superglue pairs of cases together in intervals. Leave the cases some time to sit, then organize your desk folders within each interval according to their type. Paint or color over the cardboard to make it look more professional. Aim to make the foundation color similar to the color used on the jewel case's album art. 5. Write up a quick DIY disc postcard. If you have no use for your discs, you can try writing a short letter on one and sending it off. This is especially clever if it's a CD, and you burn something to the disc that's applicable to the letter or invitation. Method 3. Reusing your discs. 1. Digitize your library. Before you give away your physical collection, it is a good idea to create a digital backup. This will limit the time and money spent rejuvenating your collection via digital downloads. Put each CD in individually and rip the files to your computer drive or a cloud folder. 2. Set aside rare collectible items. If you're giving away or selling a collection, it's a good idea to peruse through what you have, setting aside the items that are worthy to keep. Although CDs don't yield a high value in the digital age, certain limited-run items may be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This applies to DVDs as well, albeit to a lesser extent. Bootlegged items are seldom seen as valuable, unless the bootleg itself has acquired a certain level of notoriety of its own. Exceptions would include Mayhem's Dawn of the Black Hearts live bootleg. 3. Burn material to your CDs. If you have blank or rewritable CDs, you can effectively reuse them by replacing the material that's on the discs. If there are albums you haven't heard much of before, having a physical copy at hand can make it easier to listen to them in certain cases. Burning CDs is also helpful if you want to show someone new music. Notice that copying material and giving or selling without permission from the creator is illegal. 4. Sell off your collection. Whether via social media like Facebook or message board sites like Craigslist, it's a common thing for people to sell their collections to interested buyers. This way, you'll be able to get some money back from your original investment in the collection. Sites like eBay are perfect for selling large collections. You can either sell items individually or the entire collection. Selling items individually will give more profit since there are more buyers and much more competition, but the process of organizing and selling the items is more complex. Don't get your hopes up when it comes to making money off your collection. Because CDs aren't in such high demand anymore, you probably won't get more than a few dollars for each item, with exceptions made for rare discs. 5. Gift your collection to friends. If you don't want to go through the trouble of handling money, you might transform your existing collection into an open gift for your circle of friends. Post up a list of what you have, and ask people what they might want from the pile. Set aside items that people are interested in and have already contacted you about them. Not only will this make sure that people are still getting enjoyment out of your old collection, it will boost your overall feeling of happiness and your reputation. Keep in mind that the less desirable items in your collection might not get someone interested, even for free. If this is the case, you can even have it recycled, or ask someone to take them off your hands in exchange for giving them the better discs. 6. Get in touch with a media resale broker. Even if it seems like a lot of people are trying to get rid of their collections, there's still a large market for the purchase of CDs and DVDs. Companies like Declutter specialize in buying unwanted items and selling them at a markup cost. You can get rid of some or all of your collection this way. For most of these outlets, the money you make on each item will depend on their rarity and desirability. 7. Dispose of your CDs at a recycling center. Because there are so many people looking to get rid of their collections, and because discs aren't biodegradable, There are lots of recycling centers that specialize in processing unwanted CDs and DVDs. If you don't want to sell or donate your CDs, check to see if a recycling center near you processes discs. If one does, you can take your collection over and have them take it off your hands. Tips. You don't have to reuse your collection all in one way. Using a variety of the steps above for different parts of your collection is also an option. Warnings. Make sure you absolutely don't want a given disc before you alter or damage it. This is especially true in the case of rare items, where you may not be able to replace them. Don't dispose of your CDs in the garbage. Take them to a recycling center instead where they can be processed properly.